Welcome to Book Bites with Rebecca and Rebecca.
Whetting your appetite for your next read.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode in July of Book Bites. My name is Rebecca Yager, and I'm coming to you, well, usually from north of Dallas, Texas. I'm in the beautiful state of Arizona at the moment. And my partner in books is the lovely and talented Rebecca Reed. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, how are you? I know you've been busy outside of your house, so it's always difficult to kind of get things organized when you're not at home.
I,
So,
yeah, it's been a challenging summer so far. But anyway, let's focus on good things. And it's our favorite time because we get to talk to authors, which we love to do. And we have an old friend visiting us again. Good morning, Linda Sammaritan. We're glad you're here.
Good morning. It's good to be here. Thank you.
So we're going to talk books. And Linda has a new book in a new genre from her last visit with us. And we're going to talk about a book called The Song Awakens. Hold up that cover.
There.
isn't it
Okay.
beautiful? I
The
love
Song
that
Awakens.
cover.
Oh, I fell in love with the cover when I saw it. Yeah. I hope it
So,
gives a sense of peace.
Much needed
it's
right now.
yes, it's beautiful. The colors are just
Thank you.
gorgeous. I love the
Yeah.
purples and I love the light shining through the tree.
Yep.
That is so pretty.
Yep. We can thank Asha Blue for all of it.
Good. Give proper credit. Yes.
Yes.
So, what prompted you to write this book? And I know it's part of a series, so you can kind of talk
Yes.
about that as well if you'd
Yeah.
like. But as Becky mentioned, it's a change in genre. So, what prompted you to write this series, and give us a little bit about the series, as if you would, please.
Okay. Well, I think my natural bent is probably to write for women, mature women. And preferably, well, not preferably, but probably geared toward Christian women. Doesn't have to be. There's more of Christ in these books since the women are Christians, whereas in my YA book, they were a Christian family, but that wasn't really part of the message. But this started because based on four women who had been friends for 30 years, it came from my own Cracked Quartet, because this is called the Cracked Quartet series. My own Cracked Quartet group, where we were four previous music majors and stayed friends over 30 years. And we got together one time, we were hitting 50 or something, and we were in a grocery store and saw those crackers called Cracked Quartets. And being silly and hitting middle age, we're going, oh, that's us. And we even had our picture taken by another shopper with all these Cracked Quartet boxes. And that's what we've been in my mind ever since. And I told them, I think I'm going to write a book about us. And they're going, what are you going to say about what we were doing in college? And I said, don't worry, I'm going to mix up all the personalities and all of our life situations now. You are not going to recognize who you are. You'll recognize bits and pieces from everybody, but it's not us. And that's what I did. And it turned out fantastic.
And you said this is a dual time as well,
Right.
correct?
So it's their story in the present. I will feature one of the four in each of the four books. So Song Awakens features Stefania, who was a missionary wife, but now is a widow, and she's not even 50 yet. And so what I thought was going to be this madcap, lighthearted things that women do in their 40s and 50s turned out to be serious situations where friends gather around you and support you for whatever you're going through. And so it kind of leads over into the lies women believe. I'm writing this trying to be funny. Well, there's some humor in it, but it's a serious book. She has a serious problem where she can't forgive herself. And she won't admit to anything, to anybody. And so it ruins their family life. She pushes her friends away over this time and they stay loyal.
I think this is so important. I'm a huge women's fiction fan, so I am thrilled with this book. I can't wait to pick it up because it's so important. I think you're writing real friendships, we all need each other. We were made for fellowship.
Right. And women yearn for connection. And when you get a good friend, you want to be loyal to that friend. You want to support her. You want to be supported. And that's what they do. And they're not always real happy with one another. People sleep with each other
Yeah.
sometimes and things like that. So it's realistic in that way. They're not all "Oh, sweetness and light. We will help you." It doesn't always go like that at all.
No, no,
But true
true that.
friendships don't. True friendships tell you truth.
Yeah,
Um,
life is messy, right? So,
it
Life
yeah.
is messy.
is. And I know this is kind of based on, friendships in your life, but was even in writing it, was there something that a character did or a path that was taken during the writing that surprised you? They went on a different direction than you totally
Um,
expected.
Absolutely. Beside the fact that the whole thing turned serious instead of being comedy, um, I couldn't figure out how at the end to bring it all together because it seemed like Stefania's children were, especially the daughter, was just too angry with her, and I didn't have a good reason yet. So
Hmm.
I'm keep writing through the story, thinking I gotta get something to have this make sense. And at one point, I think God just inspired it. There was a pivot like 90% through the book, if not more, where I'm going, ah, now we know why the girl is so mad. And I was so thrilled. So she was taking her own road, and I'm thinking, why are you so bitter? I found out why.
But 90% through the writing, it's like you must have been panicking a little bit.
I know, I'm thinking this has to have a reason why she's like this. And but the story kept flowing as
Mhm.
far as her mother is the real story.
Right.
And so that was going along just fine the way I wanted it, where we start with when they meet and where they are at hitting on 50, and the timelines are eventually meeting up. So that was fine. But I still had to have a reason. And I was so glad that I just, oh. So, and that's what I hope readers are thinking. What is wrong with these people? And stick with it because there's a reason.
Good to know. Yeah. I I haven't finished this book. I will admit. I've started it and then a bunch of books that I had to read kind of pushed their
Mm,
way in. So I am
yeah, I
not
know
at
that.
that point yet, but I have really enjoyed your writing style and if those who enjoy a nice flowing style are going to really love your voice and your words and the way
I
you put
hope
them
so.
together. I think it's very well done, and I enjoyed hearing seeing the sides because she was a missionary in Africa, correct?
Yes.
So it's really interesting to see that side of it too, like what the kinds of like the traditional African um, bits that you brought in and the friendships that she had there as well,
Right.
and was
Yeah.
very interesting. How much research did you have to do to kind of get that authenticity into it?
Not a lot, really. I made sure I studied places in Central Africa like Rwanda and Burundi, knew their history, and knew what it was like for missionaries there. So that was really only a few days of research. And from there, my imagination took over. And I haven't checked with any recent missionaries that are there to say, oh, yeah, it is like that quite a bit. But I felt like I did get a realistic flavor to it.
Well, it reads very realistically. I didn't have any questions like, "Oh, really? Did they do that?" No, I didn't have
Yeah.
none of that. It was very good.
And
Um,
it's not, I've got not a lot of scenes in it with that, but
right.
it touches so you get a flavor. But
Hmm.
that's all it was purposed to be.
Yeah, it's very well done. So you're this is book one. And so you have obviously three more to go.
Mhm.
Who is the second book about?
Winnie will be the second one, and she's the people pleaser.
Okay.
Where life is not always happy when you're constantly pleasing people and they don't even thank you after a while. You're a doormat. And she's finally getting sick of it, and her children are getting into teenage years and they're not very nice, and her husband takes her for granted, and she's got to do something. So the Cracked
Yeah.
Quartet also come to her rescue and support her and give her ideas, and they're there for her. And it's more
And
fun.
do you have a release date or a kind of a target for that one?
I'm only 2/3 of the way through book
Okay.
2. So I know where I'm going with it, but I had so many interruptions in life this spring. I did not get near done what I wanted to get done. But at least
Yes.
I know where I'm going, and I've got a couple months where I have more time to write.
Yay.
Well,
Yes, I love that. It's been so exciting to get back into that.
well, meanwhile, everyone can pick up the Song Awakens and start with that, and then eagerly await with anticipation book
Yes,
2 and the rest
yes.
of the series.
Yeah,
So,
I would hope I could get it to my publisher before the fall.
okay.
Okay. So this
Uh,
year still.
I think
do you
so.
have a website and a newsletter, a way that
I
readers
do,
can anticipate and hear all the
right?
news coming up?
Yeah, lindasamaritan.com is my website, and there is a button to sign up for the newsletter there as well. So I think that's the easiest way.
Very good. Let's spell your
Linda
last name for
Samaritan.
those on audio
Yes,
only.
double M. So Linda, Linda, Samaritan, like you would normally spell Samaritan, but add an M. So SAMMARITAN.com.
Perfect. Perfect. Any other questions, Rebecca? Anything?
No, I think, I definitely want to finish the book because it was very interesting. I loved reading what I had. I wish other books don't shove their way in. That's how my reading goes. I read a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, and then I have like this one I have to read, and it's like, ah. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll get a chance to read the ones I want to read here soon. But in in the
Had you
meantime, not that I
gotten
don't want to read the other ones as well, but you know what I mean.
right?
Um,
There's only
I
so
think
much
that
time.
it's a reader's dilemma, right? There's so many good books out there.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, you can find our schedule for Rebecca and Rebecca for Book Bites and our long form podcast and reviews on RebeccaandRebecca.com. And you can find us on Instagram and all the places that you see and listen to podcasts. Plus, we have a YouTube channel as well. And you can like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And we have some surprises coming up.
Surprises,
And
but
so,
we can say we're coming up and dates are still being fleshed out, but we know we're going to talk with Melissa LaShore, and she writes a historical romance. We are going to talk to Clint Hall, who is a speculative writer, Carol Award finalist coming up. We're going to talk with Morgan Bessie. I always say Bessie
Bussy.
coming up as well. So again, our book bite schedule is at RebeccaandRebecca.com. So check it out. Meanwhile, pick up the Song Awakens, go to Linda Samaritan's website at lindasamaritan.com and get all the latest news. And as the series releases, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah.
That. So Linda,
Okay.
thank you so much for your
Thank you
time.
very much.
We
It's a joy to do this. Thank you.
no, we appreciate it. And I love that maybe women's fiction is gonna keep coming back a little bit more. So
Oh, I would hope so.
I love that you've written this series. I'm very, very excited about this. So
Good.
all right. Are we good? We're
Yeah.
good.
That's it, I think. So
Okay.
we'll see you next time. We have something coming out every Wednesday, so keep up with our things or listen to them as you're doing your summer travel or whatever you're doing. And we hope to see you and hear you next time.
All right.
Thanks.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.